Greetings, beautiful earthling. My name is Star. If you are new here, I don't know how you found me, but I'm super grateful to have you. And I have a channeled message for you. If you'd like to stay, feel free. So, the word of the day is authenticity. And the reason that I'm doing a channeled message and not holding my cards is because I personally struggle with authenticity. I don't believe that people will believe me if I give a channeled message, and I believe that my cards give me the authenticity, right? It provides what I feel is that element which will cause people to pay attention, right? Which is parlor tricks at best. But I don't get my messages from the cards. Most tarot readers don't. At least most tarot readers that I know are actual spiritualists who have a real connection with the divine and get their messages through their connection and use the cards as a medium, right? The cards are just so that you guys can see that there is palpable truth to what it is, what we are saying, whether you believe it or not, right? But I personally have been struggling with feelings of unworthiness, and that has been kind of my latest plight to get through on my awakening journey, is learning that I am worthy of communication with the divine. This is something that I don't talk about often. I'm a little ashamed of it because I have such a strong connection with the divine. I have such a strong connection with my deities that I feel really ashamed when I start to question them and, the messages in my connection. And I know that a lot of people go through this, and I have been pushed to talk about this a lot, and I never do, again, because I don't want you guys to see me slipping. But I do often forget sometimes that I did kind of sign up to be a teacher, a spiritual teacher. Whether anybody listens or not, I'm still going to talk. So if you're here, if you are listening, and you feel that this message resonates with you and that that's why you're here, thank you for joining me. And I really hope that I can say something that helps. I do feel a little lost without my cards, but again, I don't rely on the cards for the message. I just feel like another girl blabbing on the internet, right? And that's where my struggle comes from, where I feel like people are just going to look at me and just write me off because it's happened my entire life, right? And again, regardless, right, of trauma and what I've been through in my life, I have a real beautiful connection with the divine. I really do, and I really have for a really long time. And I often forget that. I often forget how blessed I have been in my life to have such a deep connection with the divine, no matter what that has looked like in my life, no matter what name or label I have stamped on that. I've always had an amazing connection with the divine. I've always had fantastic intuition. I've always had really strong abilities. And sometimes I just let the chaos of the third dimension kind of bog me down a little bit. And if I just let even just like the tiniest amount of too much negative energy into my force field, it poisons the whole well. And for any of you guys who feel like this last week of October really hit you really fucking hard, and you feel like you had a mental breakdown at some point in time, welcome to the club. But also, don't forget that you can ask for help. If you're anything like me, help is non-negotiable, right? It's not a thing you ask for. You give it without question, but it's not a thing that you ask for. And when people do try to offer help, you make it really fucking hard for them to keep that hand out, right? They hold that hand out and you're just chewing away at it and just chewing and chewing and chewing until they're finally like, fuck, fine, you know? And sometimes you kind of just gotta eat yourself, right? Instead of turning that anger and that pain outward at people. And part of growing up, part of going through the awakening process is understanding that you can't put your pain on other people. It's being cognizant of your behaviors and how it is that you're handling your mental fortitude or lack thereof. And when it comes to giving people your hurt, right, there's a way to do it, which is letting out the emotion, right, as opposed to giving them the hurt. And I am so very blessed. I am so very blessed in my life to have the support system around me that I have. And I cannot say that enough. I cannot express that enough. Please, 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 if you are in my life, please understand that. Please. I am so very grateful for the people that are in my life, for the people who check on me, for the people who love me, for the people who are still here with me, because that circle gets smaller and smaller every year. And the support system that I have is unlike anything I've ever experienced in my entire life. And I think that's why healing right now is so hard for me, because I don't feel worthy of the love that I'm getting. I don't feel worthy of the support that I'm being shown. I don't feel worthy of the success that I get, right? I work my ass off and then I get success, and I don't feel worthy for the success, right? And then, my guides, they show me the way, and I follow my intuition, and I follow the signs, and I do all the things. And then when I get the thing, I'm like, oh no, this can't be real. Oh no, this can't be real. And I self-sabotage, right? And that's, a lot of us do that. This is a thing. But this is just like a specific pattern that's going to keep happening until you learn to fucking break it. So, like I said a couple of weeks ago, I kind of preemptively tried to jump headfirst into my own healing this October, as opposed to waiting for somebody to assign me healing like I have been doing. And there is no easy way to go about this. But I want you to know that if you are still here this far in the video and you're not just watching because you know me, and you're watching genuinely because of the message, and the message is resonating with you, please understand that you are so powerful. You are so powerful, and you are so amazing, and your light is so fucking bright that the people around you are always going to want to snuff it out, just because your light illuminates their darkness. This is something I have been told my whole life, and it's something that I will continue to be told my whole life. And it's something that I see a lot in people around me as well. When people around you see you shining, they don't want you to cast light on their darkness, because when you outshine them, it makes them look bad, right? So yeah, maybe you've had people trying to snuff out your light your entire life. Maybe you didn't know that, or maybe you did. But just understand, you are only facing the obstacles that you are facing because you are strong enough to figure it out. I'm not going to say you're strong enough to move them, or you're strong enough to get over them or get around them, because I don't know what your journey is. You are strong enough and smart enough to figure it out. You have the support, and you have all the love in the entire universe filling every single cell of your body constantly. You are constantly being filled with love from the universe, love from the planet, love from everything and everyone around you. Don't forget that. Don't let all the negativity around you drown out all the love, because you know it's there. You feel it, you see it, you walk with it. And just don't forget that it's okay. All of it. The hurt, the pain, whatever you do with it, whatever remorse you feel after, whatever changes you make, whatever lessons you've learned, whatever you've overcome, whatever got you to this point, it's okay because you're really doing fucking great.